Hi guys, this is Prateek. I have been thinking about starting a video blog from long, and this is the first post. I was thinking, what about I should talk in this video blog, but there are a lot of issues to talk about. First and foremost is the Jat reservation issue, which have been flagging around in Haryana. Then there is JNU and the mainstream media, which have been taking every liberty with the reporting, whether it have to be doctored videos or shedding evidences and giving clean chits to several people and making some gunda lawyers as monsters, while completely ignoring the anti-India slogans by some very innocent students which happen to supporting the terrorist, which is just an expression of freedom of expression. But let's not get into this. I would like to talk about the but the issue I feel have very wide implications in long run, but haven't got necessary press in India. That is Apple getting request from FBI to lock a cell phone, or shall I call it iPhone, of a terrorist. It's like Apple do not want to build that backdoor entry in their iPhone because they feel it may compromise security and privacy of their users across the board, and it might be used by hackers, by aggressive regimes, and will compromise the security of the users, and then compromise the trust the user places in Apple brand as a whole. So they are resisting it, but government is saying, US government is saying, okay, we need it. We need to investigate this terrorist. This guy have killed 13 people. We need to investigate why, who all he's talking to, what all is there in his phone, and probably it will help us reaching his co-collaborators in this crime. But again, I feel so this have very wide, long and wide implication. If Apple is forced to build that backdoor entry, then it means any government can force and enter into phone or private lives of technology is all pervasive. So your phone, your tablet, your computer, governments can enter it, citing law and order. Of course, after following due process of getting clearance from courts, etc. While if Apple is able to hold its fort and forces government to decides not to, and convinces governments that okay, they do not need to build that backdoor entry, it means WhatsApp, Facebook, Google, Apple are like monolithic entities among themselves. They will keep the data of their users to themselves, even if it means helping terrorists or other anti-social, anti-national, or should I say anti-human activities. Anti-social is a buzzword these days, but I don't want to use it. So anti-human activities, and for helping, they generally being very responsible corporate citizens of the world, they generally will help in cases of terrorism, but it's on them in which cases they want and where they can help. It's like there is a shutter down, there is a sealed block where user data exists, and they will not break that seal for in case of terrorist activity. So it's a complicated issue, but I don't know, I happen to fall while Google and my employer and Apple and all the tech companies are on the side of privacy. Probably most of the educated people like me will also happen to be on privacy side. Freedom of expression is a buzzword these days. I happen to be on other side. I feel Apple being able, or they can make such kind of system. It makes them trust user places in them that they can, but they will not be such kind of system where they can look into data of their users. So why can't they just build one version of it, an OS which can look in, which compromises the security and just don't allow anybody to look at? They can still act as custodians of the data. Why they are ruining out? It says that software doesn't exist right now, but they can make it anytime. So if they can, then they happen to be custodian of their data, and if law enforcement agencies are asking them, and they can vet after visible orders from courts, etc., and they can allow the law enforcement agencies to access that software. So in my opinion, Apple should go ahead and do that, because life of one person is probably more important than privacy of thousands of persons. So here I am signing off from my first vlog. Probably we'll talk about soon about some other time, some other topic very soon. See you, bye.